Right. Yay, we are live. Let's pin this to the feature so everyone can find me. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let me know that you're here. Say hi, Candace. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon. So I'll know that you're here. And let me get my slides together. Let's see. I'll wait a few minutes so that Facebook can let people know that I'm live. Yay! Hi, Alex. Okay, awesome. We have someone on. Yay! How are you doing? Let me know what your takeaway was these past 5 days. Well, 4 days. What you've learned so far. I really, really want to know. And let me get my slides acting properly. Awesome. Yay. Awesome. Let me know what your takeaway was. I want to know what you've gotten so far. How is everything going? How are you feeling? Want to know all the things. And we'll get started in just a moment. Um, I have enjoyed being pretty busy, but still need to work through it. Great information. Yes. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, you definitely have to work through. Definitely utilize the workbooks, the worksheets. If you have time this weekend, definitely watch the videos. I'll say it again at the end of today and tomorrow, but the videos will be taken down on Monday. So, and normally I'll take it down Monday morning. I probably would just take the videos down on Monday afternoon or evening just to give you guys enough time to watch the videos because I know during the week is very hectic. Like everybody's working, everybody is doing things, and the weekend is kind of like, okay, let me just take this moment to actually watch these videos. So that's the reason why I want to give you a little bit more time. So I probably will not close. I probably will take down the videos maybe in the evening time of Monday, just to give you guys enough time to watch the video because I know life is gets in the way. I'm currently in a challenge for challenges. Go figure. Um, but I still need to finish watching day 4? No, I still need to finish watching day 3. I haven't watched day 4 yet, and it's day 5. So, I know what it's like to be busy, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna watch the videos this weekend." I'm in the same boat as you guys. Awesome, awesome. Alright, so it is 9:03. We're gonna go ahead and get started. If you're here, let me know that you're here. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Okay, let me present my screen. Mhm. All right, everyone, home stretch. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So excited. This is day 5. This is the last day, last video of the training. This has really been exciting. I love you guys' engagement. So today we're going to talk about recording your first episode and understanding what tech is suitable for your needs. So you don't have to use all of these that I'm going to show you. You just use what you can for now. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's why do most people never get started? Okay. So the reason why people never get started or don't even attempt to get started is because they let the tech hinder them. Okay. They listen to other people's podcasts and they think they need to be polished like them. That's a big no-no. Okay. What's the saying? Comparison is the thief of joy, and it really is. I've experienced it. They can't stand the sound of their voice. I used to be one of them. I've had people said, I don't like hearing the way I sound. My voice is so cringe. But you learn to develop your voice and you learn to just love your voice. So I used to think when I listened back to my podcast, I was like, why do I sound like I'm from the South and I'm not? I am from California. Okay. So I was like, but I'm like, okay, Candace, once you continue talking, your voice, your speech will get better over time. So it's all about evolving. Okay. Or they make excuses and create stories in their head. Well, I don't have time. I'll do it in 2026. That's 2 years from now, people. Okay. A lot can happen in 2026 because I'm telling you, like I showed you those stats before, podcasting is growing. The revenue is growing. So I would say take advantage of it now, get started now, and keep developing, keep developing. And when you start your podcast now and you keep growing, you start to get sponsorships, start getting people emailing you, start getting people asking to be on your podcast, you start getting people asking to be on their podcast for you to be on their podcast. It will evolve and you will see the benefits out of it. Okay. First, number one, we talked about this before. Okay. Get started, use your phone, use the voice note app. If you have Samsung, go to Google Play and just enter in voice note app. If you have iTunes, the Play Store, yes. If you have an iPhone, just type in voice note app. Might be something different, but just type in voice note app into the store. See if there's a free app that you can use and start talking. Okay. I told you guys a story about how I got started in my car on my lunch with 30 minutes. And that's how I got started with podcasting. Okay. Use a headset. Okay. You can use it with the mic. That's perfectly fine. Um, do I have one? Yes. I always have something laying around. So I am a wire girl. I love my wires. Um, that's just me. The wireless is okay, but I just don't have time charging it up all the time. But I sometimes when these are on sale, if I go to Walmart, I'll get these headsets for my phone. And it has like a little mic here, right here, that I can talk into as well. Okay. So just keep it simple. And I think I got this for like $6. I don't know. I think it was $6. But keep it simple. Okay. You don't have to go out and buy expensive headsets that's $100 or the Beats headset, or you don't have to do that. Don't do that. Now, if you like the big headsets in your ears, I would say go somewhere like if you have like a five, I think it's Five Below, or don't get nothing from the dollar store. I do not recommend that. It's not good quality, but like go to Target, Walmart, or somewhere like that to if you want to get like the headset or go on Amazon. Order them from Amazon. It's totally up to you. You do what's most comfortable for you. Okay. Do not record on your computer or laptop with or without a headset. Don't do it because the noise, it sounds funky. So what I mean by that is you're recording, you're not using an actual microphone. I'm touching like you guys know what I'm talking about. You're not using an actual microphone here. You are using the speakers on your laptop or computer to record through. Don't do that. I did that, made the mistake of doing that. I think my first my first episode, and I was recording it through. I didn't have a microphone at the time. I was actually using the headset and using the speakers from the computer to actually record an interview. Okay, don't do it because it sounds like you in a tunnel. It sounds like you can hear all the background noises. It's really poor quality. So don't do it. Don't do it. Get a mic, get a headset, talking to the mic, don't talking to your computer. Okay. All right. If you're going to record on your computer or laptop, get a mic. Like I said, this one here, so there's three different ones, and all three I've actually used and I've had. So this one is a compact clip. You can get this from Amazon. You can get all of these from Amazon. And this one I actually use for my phone when I wanted a little mic to actually speak into, and I just plug this into my phone. You have to check to see what type of plug it is for your phone type, but you can use this one as well. Okay, just a little mic talking into. That's now becoming the big thing I've seen on Amazon, not Amazon, Instagram. I'm seeing it on Instagram now where people have the little mic and they're talking into it. I'm like, okay, it's so cute. But you can grab this and just clip it on your clothes, and then you can do your podcast that way. The Blue Snowball, I started off with the Blue Snowball. This was my first actual real mic, and I loved it. I loved it a lot. It was about then, it was $49 I got off of Amazon. And I wanted to upgrade to make sound as I evolved, and I got the Blue Yeti. This is what I have now. Now they have smaller Blue Yetis as well. You can go to a Best Buy or wherever you live that have an electronics store. You could go ahead and grab a smaller Blue Yeti. It's like this size a little bit, and or just get off Amazon. Okay, test it out. If you don't like it, return it back to Amazon. Okay. Also, wear a headset with these mics to cancel out the background noise. Okay, so like I stated before, still wear a headset to cancel out the background noise. All right. Another way you can record, you can use Zoom. If you have a free Zoom account, hey, why not? Why not record your first couple of episodes on Zoom? If you're doing a video type podcast as well, you can do both. And then Zoom actually takes the video and the audio and separates it. Okay, you use Zoom for free. StreamYard is for free. They do. I'm using StreamYard now. I love StreamYard's video quality. I can edit in StreamYard as well. And in StreamYard, I can how you call it? Well, I think it's with the pay plan, but I can also create social media clips in StreamYard, and I'm only paying about $25 per month. So StreamYard is another software that you can use to record it, edit, and create like little clips for your podcast. Okay. They have a free plan as well, but I don't think you get as much storage or as much features. So you can kind of look into that, but start off with free, see if you like it. If you don't, you can move on to something else. Okay. Descripts. Descripts I use 100% for myself. I use it 100% for my courses, and I use it 100% to show people how to use Descripts. I love Descripts so much because with Descripts, you can edit your video, edit the transcript, edit the audio, all at the same time. Not only that, it can spit out your show notes, spit out a social media post for you. You can do audio clips. You can do you can add the captions into it as well. You can edit it however you want to. I love it. A lot of people don't like it because the interface is not friendly function, but once you get in, you will see everything. I've started with them when it kind of was kind of new. They have evolved so much, and it's awesome. You start for free with Descripts, test it out, see how you like it, and then you can upgrade. I think it's like $15 a month. Um, yeah. See, anyone have any questions? Oh, no questions yet. Okay, perfect. Okay. Another one is Audacity. So I used to teach Audacity. Audacity, you can only edit the audio. So you can't edit like the transcripts or anything like that. It's totally free. There's no monthly payment, nothing like that. You will actually just, there's a couple of steps that you will do to download it into your computer if you have a Windows or Mac. And then they have the steps for you, but you are editing the audio only, the audio wave. And this is completely free. You can use that and just to start off with. And you just basically like listening and then you delete certain waves. It can be techy. It can be techy starting off, but this is what a lot of podcast managers use. I was one of them that used it, but when I discovered Descripts and I was like, this is total easier way to actually edit because if I'm going to edit the transcript, everything else will be edited as well. So Audacity is another choice to edit. It's completely free. I would definitely say try it out. Okay. Now, distribution. So they have Spotify for podcasters. That's free. You can get started with that one. They also have Buzzsprouts. So I use Buzzsprouts. I pay $12 a month for 3 hours, which is perfect because my episode is only like 20, 25 minutes. You can do Buzzsprouts. Buzzsprouts have more distribution channels than Spotify for podcasters, and YouTube is actually one of them. So I've started off with this one, which was it was Anchor.fm, and then I moved up to Buzzsprouts because I wanted to have more channels to distribute to. Okay. So if you really want to be less fancy, host audios on your website or your blog for now. Okay. So you have that option. If you have a website where you can actually host your audio on your website, do that for now. Why not? I mentioned before, I think I mentioned it, Squarespace. If you have a Squarespace account and you want to upload the audio onto your website, they actually have a connection with Apple Podcasts where you can actually connect it through there and it will actually be listed in Apple Podcasts. Okay. Tell you, mind blowing. I didn't went through it all. All right, recording checkpoints. Okay, so this is in your workbook here. We are under day 5, time to record, and I have some checkpoints here as well. So your checkpoints is did you use headsets when you recorded? Okay. Do not use your computer or laptop speakers recording. Are you able to download the audio and drop it into a drive like Google Drive or Dropbox? So make sure when you, if you want to record on your phone, make sure you have that capability to do so, so that you can actually put it in a file when you get ready to record. When you get ready to edit, you can actually pull it from that file. Okay. If it sounds like your voice is shaking, that's normal. Keep going. If you sound nervous, if you're like, Candace, I'm so nervous, it's okay, record it anyway. Okay. But do not keep recording it over and over again because perfectionism is kicking in. When you're like, well, I don't like that, I'm going to delete it. This one doesn't sound right. I'm going to delete it. I've been there before. Trust me. It's going to kick in. But start off. Okay. Go ahead, record that first episode. If it sounds like you're shaking, don't worry about it. Publish it. Do the next one. Do the next one. You're going to get sharper and sharper and sharper every single time. Okay. You will get stuck and never launch if you keep doing it over and over, recording over and over again. So don't let that little bug get in your head. Okay. All right. I'm going to switch over to questions before I go to the Take action. Awesome. No questions. Alex, do you have a question? Any questions, anyone? I saved the best for last, all the tech. Awesome. Okay, perfect. No questions at the moment. Okay, we're going to continue on. Okay. All right. Podcast on 5. Take action. Okay. So you record your first episode or trailer. That's on here. It's on your workbook. Okay. What mic will you use? If you're using your phone, that's even better. Okay. How will you record your episode? If you're using your phone, that's even better. Review the checkpoints in your worksheet for day 5. All right. Perfect. Let's see. Okay. Reminders, the live videos will be removed on Monday, August 5th. Okay. And then the bonus live Q&A is tomorrow. So I'm going to link the Zoom link into the group, and you'll be able to come on live with me. We're going to have a conversation. You can unmute your mic. We're going to have a fun time. A lot of people find a lot of value in this, and you'll be able to ask me questions. We all can go in. I can share my screen. I'll be able to answer it for you. So make sure you show up. It's tomorrow at 9, okay, via Zoom. The link will be posted in the group and emailed as well if you're on the email list. All right. Mood check. How are you feeling about launching your podcast? Let me know in the comments. Actually, just put an emoji, whichever emoji is on here. I want you to put that emoji now, and I'll wait a few minutes because I know it's definitely some lag time on here. Okay. Let me know in the comments. Put an emoji of which emoji you're feeling right now about launching your podcast. So are you feeling like, yes, I got this? Are you like, okay, I can do this? Are you like, yeah, this is great? Are you feeling like, I'm still confused? Are you feeling like, no, I don't think I'm doing this right now? Let me know in the comments. Awesome. Perfect. So if you're watching the replay, just let me know in the comments below, how are you feeling about launching your podcast? Okay. All right. So just to recap, over the past 5 days, we discovered why. Number one, we discovered your why and goals for launching a podcast. We discover how to find your audience questions, pain points, struggles via Facebook groups so you can develop episodes to answer those questions. Okay. We discover how to use SEO so your ideal listeners can find your podcast and become loyal listeners. We discovered how to outline your podcast episodes using questions you found. And we also discovered what tech is suitable for your needs and your budget. Okay. So you now have the foundation you need to record and launch a podcast with ease, which was my promise to you in the beginning. Okay. So you have that foundation. If you need to go back and watch the videos, definitely go back, watch the videos. And if there's something that you miss, I will say go back to it. But now you have the missing piece that you needed to push you over the edge to move on to the next step. Okay. So, what is the next step, Candace? What's next? Okay. So, you have two options. You can launch your podcast on your own, or option number two, you can take the next step and launch your podcast in the next 30 days with a proven, it's been proven, step by step framework to get the support that you need. Okay. So if it's number two, then I want to invite you to join Overwhelm to On Air. Okay. Unleash your podcast potential and take your launch to the next level. It's level up your podcast launch without the fear and anxiety of the tech overwhelm with a well laid out plan. Okay. I've been working on this for years and I got my framework together. I got it together and it actually works. So, in this course, you'll be transformed from feeling overwhelmed and overthinking to confidently hitting record and achieving your first 4 published episodes for your launch in just 30 days with my 5P framework. So, that's prepare, plan, produce, promote, and preserve. Okay. So here's what you'll accomplish in 30 days. Number one is the prepare phase. So you've already got dipped your feet into the prepare phase. We've already went through this over the last 5 days. Okay. So week one, prepare, is to set your goals and expectations, discover your podcast niche and your tribe of listeners. Get clear on your why for starting a podcast so you can keep the momentum going and create content for months to come. Okay. So you've already went through it. Now you just got to jump into the planning phase, which is week two. Okay. So plan your podcast launch, frequency, and format so you can have everything laid out for when you're ready to record and market your podcast. And then week three is the production phase. This is the fun phase. This is the phase that everybody want to learn how to do, want to know how in the world do I edit it? How do I do my intro, my outro? Okay. So this week is the production. This is the production phase, week three. You're going to record, edit, mix, and add music to your audio, package everything together, and schedule it out. This is so you can see the whole production process and implement. Okay. Week four is the promotion phase. How to market your podcast to get your first listeners on social media and other ways to market besides social media so you can get as many listeners to your episodes and subscribing to your podcast. Okay. And then week five is the persevere. This is the rinse and repeat. So everything that you did over those weeks, you're now going to set yourself up for success for the months, the years to come for your podcast. So you're going to set up a project management batching system for your podcast that you can create instead of reinventing the wheel every month. Okay. I show you the batching process. I show you what system to use in order to schedule everything out so you can be organized. That's very, very important when you are launching a podcast or starting a podcast, continuing on your podcast, is to stay organized. Okay. This is so you can save time and focus on other things in your business or your life. All right. So with this course, you'll have everything you need to launch your podcast in the next 30 days and go at your own pace. The content is not dripped out. This is an on-demand training. Okay. So you will go at your pace. You would plan your launch date and then you will work and I actually show you how to do it, how to lay everything out. So if you say, okay, my launch date for my podcast is going to be September 1st, we start with September 1st and we work backwards. Okay, so I show you how to work backwards so you can launch within that time frame. Okay. All right, so you're going to get overwhelmed to on air 5-part framework value at $9.97. Okay. So I feel, and I know everyone as well, feel like support is very important. Support and accountability. Okay. You're going to have tech support from me. I'm going to do live Q&As with you. Okay. I'm going to do a weekly for now. It's for now. I'm going to do them every week so that I can help you get over the humps that you need to get over and so you can go ahead and launch your podcast. So I'm going to do tech support, weekly live Q&As for now so that we can get you going. So you can ask questions. I can share my screen. I can show you how to do it. We can do this together. Okay. It's very important for me for you to be able to launch your podcast. Okay. And I feel wholeheartedly of getting you to the finish line. And sometimes it's so hard to get to the finish line when you're doing this on your own. So that's the reason why I added the tech support live Q&As, and it will be weekly. Okay. Alrighty. So you're going to get the tech support live Q&As, and I'm also you're also going to get the She Launches Pod community. So you will be in a Facebook community with others like yourself. Guys, fellas, if you're in here and you're listening, I'm changing the name. Okay, it's not going to be She Launches Pod community. It's going to be something else. But stick with me, okay? So in this group, you'll be able to get accountability, grow, network, connect. You guys can share your episodes, okay? Exchange so you guys can be on each other's podcasts. Get the support that you need, okay? I believe in accountability and support, okay? When I get ready to get into a program or something like that, those are the two things that I look for. Will I have a community of support? And will I be able to ask my questions? And I feel that is very important when I'm developing my program and supporting others. Okay. So you're going to get overwhelmed to on-air 5-part framework. You're going to get the tech support, live Q&As, and you're going to get the She Launches Pods community. Okay. I'm also going to give you PDF worksheets. Now, all of these worksheets will be in the members area for you. The podcast launch kit, the podcast topic and ideas and prompts, the podcast marketing kit. I also have Google Sheets of templates for you. So if you want to pitch yourself on podcast, I have a pitch on podcast email template. I have social media templates. I have show note templates. I have templates. Whatever you want to do, I have a template for you. All you have to do is copy and paste, enter in your information, and that's it. I got you covered. Okay. The launch kit and the marketing kit, you can print out as many as you need for each episode, plan out everything. Whatever you need is there. Okay. So you're going to get overwhelmed to on-air 5-part framework, the tech support live Q&As, the She Launches Pods community, and the PDF resources and worksheets. All right. I get this question a lot. Well, Candace, how do I find guests and how do I be on podcasts? So I have a special training for that. It's called Get Guests and Be a Guest training. I also included 2 One Sheet Canva templates as well. So it's a link where it's linked to 2 Canva one-sheeter templates. So you fill in your information, and what happens is when you go to pitch yourself, you can actually attach that one sheet into the email so people can actually see that. You can make it to where as though these are the signature topics that I'm talking about. This is information about me. This is how to contact me. And the one sheet is very important, especially with me. I get guests on my podcast as well. I go to that one sheeter so that I can get all the information if they're going to be on my podcast, the information so that I can actually put that in the show notes. So I love it when people pitch to be on my podcast, they have the one sheeter so I can learn additional information about them. Okay, so that's the bonus that is going to come with everything. Okay, and of course, I'm not going to stop there. Okay. This baby here, this is, I just recently created this, and I'm so happy to have done this because this is definitely a game changer. It's a 30-day launch checklist and planner. It's a Google Sheet format, and it also comes with a video on how to use this sheet. Okay. So with the 30-day podcast launch checklist, it's 30 days listed out and what you would do on those 30 days. Okay. You can enter in the date. So you can start from the date that you're going to launch your podcast and you can enter in the dates backwards, 30 days from that day. And every day is little checks of what you need to be doing for each day before your podcast go live. So I set all of that up for you. Okay. The 30-day podcast launch plan is where you can actually enter in what you need to do. If you're like, okay, well, all of this is fine, but I actually kind of want to enter in my own information, I have that sheet for you. So you can actually enter in the date, you can type in your own information, and you can also label it. Is this, am I editing this day? Or am I promoting this week? So you can actually fill all that in. Okay. I tell you, I thought of everything for you. Okay. So just to recap, you're going to get Overwhelmed to On Air 5-part framework, the 5P framework, sorry. You're going to get the tech support live Q&A. You're going to get the She Launches Pods community, the PDF resources and worksheets, the bonus Get Guests and Be a Guest training with the 2 one-sheet Canva templates. And you're also going to get the 30-day launch checklist planner. I didn't add this in, but you're also going to get templates. You're going to get templates from Canva for your episodes. So for your cover art and for your episode, I have pre-made templates, Canva friendly. It's Canva friendly if you have a free account. I've already created those for you. It's about 20 of them. I didn't add this on here. Sorry about that. But that's actually in there for you as well. Okay. So all you have to do is click add to Canva and then enter in your brand colors, your information about your podcast. So I set that up already for you. Okay. So total value is $2,182, but I'm not going to charge you that. Okay. So if you join today, it's only $197. Okay. Or 3 payments of $67. So if you really want support, if you want accountability, even if you just want like, oh, Candace, I just want the tech support live Q&As, is there for you. Okay. It's worth joining. Okay. So you go to hellociasdorsey.com/join. Okay. There is a 14-day guarantee. So if you go in there, you don't like me for some reason, everybody likes me. But if you're like, oh, I'm not crazy about the content, this is not for me, you do have 14 days from the date that you purchase to actually request a money back guarantee. You just email me and say, hey, Candace, this isn't for me. And definitely explain why. Give me feedback. Don't just say I don't want it anymore, but I would like the feedback. And I would gladly go ahead and refund your money. Okay. So here's the thing, I'm not special. I just have a proven framework that has worked for me, is worked for you, as you've seen over these past 5 days, and it also worked for others. Okay. So, like Crystal came into my world. I had the podcast launch kit, which is what you're going to have in your members area as part of the program. And she used that podcast launch kit to launch her podcast. I mean, like just the kit. She said, I came across CS Podcast Launch Kit offer of ING, which is Instagram, and immediately downloaded it as it was precisely what I needed to simplify the process. I'm grateful to have found someone who is patient and willing to walk alongside me in this process. Okay. Love her cover art. This was actually Canva. So she created the cover art. She was like, I'm not exactly sure. I was like, girl, this is amazing. Okay. So she has the STEM Seek podcast and it's Black Women in Science and Engineer. Love the podcast cover. It's amazing. And then, like Carrie was actually my VA. She helped me with my podcast. So I actually taught her how to manage the podcast for me. And I just kind of like gave it off to her. And she loved the process so much. It was so simple. She decided to actually launch it herself, launch her own podcast herself. She said, Candace, have a wealth of podcast knowledge. Not only will she save you hours of research best practices and trying to pull together a cohesive brand for your launch, but her process for managing a podcast is absolute fire. Skip the headaches and just listen to Candace. You won't regret it. See? So you can join. hellociasdorsey.com. You can join today, $197, 3 payments of $67. Okay. So questions I know you're probably going to have, and then I'll answer those after this. And if you have any questions for tomorrow, you can definitely come on and ask those. So, is there a payment plan? Yes, it's 3 payments of $67. Is there a money back guarantee? Yes, 14-day money back guarantee. So, with that, you'll be removed. If you request money back, you'll be removed from the community and also from the program itself. How long will it take to get through the course? If you follow the steps and how the modules are laid out, it will only take you 30 days. So 4 weeks. Okay. This is not no 12-week program or anything like that. That's too long. And people tend to like glaze over and just be like, bye. But I like to keep it short and sweet and simple. Okay. What if I have questions? You post the questions in the community. You have access to the She Launches Pod community, and then that's where I'll be doing the live Q&A. So you have my support as well. Okay. All righty. Once again, here is the link. And I'm going to switch over to questions if anyone have any questions. If not, we will definitely end the day and switch over to tomorrow. Awesome. Where can I get that? Oh, Alex, where can you get that? So the program? Let's see, 7 months ago. Okay, yeah, the program. So just go to hellociasdorsey.com/join. I'm going to post this in the group as well. I'll post the link also. Okay. Do you have any other questions? If you don't have none today and you rewatch this again and you have questions tomorrow, you can definitely bring those questions tomorrow as well. Awesome. Perfect. So I will have this linked in the group. I will have the Zoom link in the group. I will also post the homework in the group. So it's gonna be a lot of posts today. So don't get don't get overwhelmed. Okay, what time tomorrow? I have a wedding to go to. It's at 9 the same time. Okay. It's also gonna be streamed in the group. And if you want, Alex, you can send me send me a DM through Facebook of the question you have for tomorrow if you can't make it, and then I will answer it on Zoom for you. Okay, I'll do that for you, and that way you can watch the replay. So I will be I'll be zooming, but it will also be streamed into the group as well. So those who wasn't able to make it can actually watch it. Okay, sounds good. Awesome. You're welcome. Okay, perfect. I am going to stop sharing my screen. Yay. And if there are no more questions, we are going to end the day. Thank you guys so much for a wonderful 5 days. This has been so amazing. Love the interaction. Love the momentum, and I had so much fun because you guys interact. So definitely gave me a jolt of energy each time. And I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, you can come on and you can unmute, you can uncamera or camera off, camera on, and we can all interact together. Okay. So, everyone, take care and have a good weekend. Bye.